Phone is off. Look, I am so fired up and excited to be here with you guys on this Testimonial Tuesday. I was so excited that I even had my microphone muted. Can you believe it? So, listen, guys, I am excited to be here today. You guys are here. Somebody may have shared this with you, tagged you in it, sent it to your inbox, text you, and told you that you needed to be here tonight on Testimonial Tuesday to hear about some of the amazing testimonies that are coming up out of this company along with these products. So today you're here to hear about testimonies that are coming up out of a company that goes by the name of My Daily Choice. Tonight you may hear us refer to it as MDC for short. But guys, I'm super excited about this company. It's definitely a company that has been around since 2014. And matter of fact, to tell you how powerful this company is with the products and the testimonies that are coming from it, it literally got started in 2014 out in the Baltimore, Maryland area with just 3 products in their inventory. But since then, it's expanded to over a 40,000 square foot facility in Las Vegas, Nevada, with over 952 SKUs of wellness and well-being products in our inventory that are literally changing bodies and bank accounts all over the globe. So today, you're here to hear about some of these testimonies where the products that you're going to hear about today have shipping capabilities to over 100 different companies. Or different countries, I'm sorry. So for those of you guys who do not know me, my name is Candace Bird Davis. I hail from the beautiful city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm excited to be here today because I fell in love with wellness and weight loss back in 2011, my friends. At that time, I would have stood before you weighing about 253 pounds. I had 2 children at the time. I had some medical issues going on, and my friends, I was one who opted at the time for a medical procedure that would cause me to lose weight, known as a lap band surgery. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it was one of the best decisions that I made in the interim. But then only a few months later, I had some complications in which they had to be reversed and my weight came back. So in 2014, when I heard about this industry of being a distributor for wellness products, I got excited. I began my weight loss journey. I started sharing products with people all over the globe, and I literally started to transform bodies as I changed my bank account. But listen, this call is not about me. This call is all about you and some of the powerful, amazing, and phenomenal testimonials that we are going to share today. So I'm going to get right in it because today I have the privilege and honor of introducing a woman to the line today. She comes from the beautiful city of Memphis. Guys, when I tell you she is a powerhouse, she is a mother, she is a wife, she is a woman of God, and she is the mom who you are going to see running down the football field cheering her children along the way. So she stepped up to the plate today and said that she would love to share her testimonial with us. So I'm going to welcome to this call, to this Zoom today, none other than Mrs. Marion Chandler. So Miss Marion, how are you doing today?
I am well, Candace. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. You look absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, every single time I see you, your face is getting smaller and smaller. And girlfriend, you got it going on. And I
Thank
know,
you.
listen, girl, I know you got one powerful testimony. So we're going to get to it. Number one, I know the masses have been wanting to know because they're seeing an incredible picture floating all over social media. But they see the woman in the picture, but we want to know a little bit more. Tell us who Marion Chandler is.
So, Marion Chandler is this lady that originally was from the southern state of Aberdeen, Mississippi. Was from that state where mom cooked every day of the week. So, growing up, it was no healthy meals. It was hearty meals because in the South, feeding their children and making sure they have warm hot meals. That's how they show that they love their families, right? So that's um that's that's the young lady that I was growing up and all that kind of good stuff, and loving you is like food to my soul. So that's because that's how the South love their people, by cooking good food. So that's what got me in the predicament that I was in. But I don't regret, because a lot of people talk about what they had to eat and what they went through, and I was like, it ain't none of my story. I ate good every day. So I don't fault my mom for making sure that we ate every day of the week, even on the weekend. I just had had to make some strong decisions as an adult. So
Listen, I completely get it. And it's funny when you said loving you is like food to my soul, because I can't sing, but I instantly started hearing the song in my head from, I think it was Big Mama's House, where it was like, loving you is like food to my soul. So I completely understand where you're coming from. So let me ask you this. Because you were a woman who, or a child at the time, who always had hearty meals, of course, things happen. We get older, we gain weight. So let me ask you this. What made Marion Chandler decide to ultimately begin her weight loss journey?
right, okay, so we could go back to like 10 years ago. So it's always I'm ready to do this. And you go you lose and then you gain back, you lose and you gain back. So it's just like a yo-yo process. So finally right at 4 years ago, I was like, okay, enough is enough, right? So because you get swollen knees, because old man off tearing you up, feet swelling, high blood pressure medication. The doctor can't seem to get your blood pressure stable, and all that kind of different stuff, So my mobility really has slowed down because my knees, um, being able to go to entertainment events in big cities, in big stadiums and stuff, the seats are really, really tight, right? So that means that my thighs was going to be sitting close to the stuff and it's going to be rubbing and bruising and all this kind of good stuff. So those type of things really, I know it sounds weird, it sounds funny, but those are the type of things that really, it's like, okay, this is enough. Cause like I was really bruising on the side, like purple bruises on the side of my legs, like somebody had hit me with a stick. So little things like that was some wake up calls for me, asking for extender belts when I got on the airplane. That was like really embarrassing moments for me, and that was just one of those times when I was like, okay, I'm I'm tired now, So I had to get sick and tired of being sick and tired of myself. So I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of myself, you know, because in my mind I'm saying if I don't help myself, I can be right, right. I can be. So I had to dedicate self. So I literally blocked out everything around me and dedicated myself to my life.
I love it. So, your reason for starting this journey was not just for the health, not just for the confidence level, because I can only imagine, extender belts. I know I see people getting stared at on the airplanes when they have to ask for an extender belt. And being a person of a larger size at one time, I knew how uncomfortable we were. And number two, the confidence level that we had zero confidence. I know I had zero confidence at the time. So, let me ask you this, Marion. When you made this decision and you said, you know what, it's all about me, I'm taking my health in order, I'm going to take responsibility for what needs to happen to me. When did you actually start this journey? How long ago?
So it's been about 4 years. So it started about 4 years. And then at year three, at year two, I'm sorry, at year two is when I was introduced to My Daily Choice. So the year I was introduced to My Daily Choice, I was introduced by my best friend. She had some product that she had purchased, and she was like, "Girl, you'll try thing." I was like, "Sure will, thank you. Let me try it." And so I tried it. And my 16-year-old, he was at the time he was using it because I was working on trying to get him together, and we noticed that it worked. Right, even with not being consistent, we was like, "This little stuff works." So then the pandemic hit, because I being I was I worked full time, but I worked from home. I had a in-home boutique business. Well, at the time when the pandemic hit, that put a pause to everything I had then thought. So I had to figure out something else. And after I found that little powerful little bottle that was working really, they got in touch with how all this journey started. I finally said yes.
I love it. So listen, I know girl, that pandemic, it was like college years. How many of you remember like the freshman 15 in
Yeah.
college? In the comment section, if you remember gaining your freshman 15 either in college or when you were supposed to start college, put a number 1 in the comments, because that COVID, that was like the freshman 15 turned 20, turned almost 30 pounds for me and some other people. And that was just crazy. So let me ask you this, Marion. When you made that decision ultimately 2 years ago to begin your wellness journey, how much weight did you actually lose?
Okay, so prior to, and I'm gonna say this, just to piggyback off of that pandemic thing, it for me, that it was different for me, because doing you heard was the people that were leaving here and this and this time. I was really about not being that statistic. So that was during that time is when I really, really, really worked the hardest. Like during that time period, that's when I was really, really pounding the pavement. I it's like almost I got obsessed with, you know, taking back my health, because I did not. It did something to me mentally, you know. So physically, I was there. You know, I was able to get in, put in the work, put in the miles. I had got to like 10 miles. You know, so I was putting in the miles. I was getting it, but mentally, it was just like. So, I forgot the question you asked me, because I really want to make that.
We want to know, how much weight have you lost?
Yes. Okay, so prior to actually committing myself to the products, not, you know, I've committed myself to the company, and then before committing myself to the product, I had lost about 75 pounds prior to committing myself to the product, because at my heaviest, Candace, I was a whopping 384 pounds. I got to send you the picture so you can see. I forgot to send it to you. Yeah. So that was like it the heaviest point in my life. And I knew that, number one, I would not live to see my boys grow up if I continued to live that way. It's just no way that if I continued to do the things that I was doing 10 years ago, 5 years ago, that I would be, if I continued to do the things that I was doing.
Right.
So, you know, I had a kickstart, you know, products, when I using the products. Thank you, Marcy.
So ultimately, you've lost 75 plus pounds then
Also,
using the product.
ultimately, I've lost a total of 100. A total of my whole total weight loss journey, I've lost 135 pounds.
Look, they are prepared to be sick of you. 100
Yeah.
and what?
Yeah, and counting, because I'm still on this mission. I'm not giving up until my weight loss. My goal is between 195 and 190.
Oh, so you want to hit Wonderland, honey. You want to be in
I'm trying to hit Wonderland.
Yes,
I love
it.
Yes. So I can kind of stay in that maintenance phase, you know, and so I can give myself a little wiggle room, but not a whole lot.
Right. So let me ask you this, Marion, because inquiring minds want to know. You've lost 135 total. Now, what were the core products that you used? I don't care what anybody else used. I want to know, if I want to get results like Marion Chandler and I want to commit to the products, what products did you use to get this result?
When I first partnered with the company, I started with the Trim 365, because, to be honest, I said yes, and I was just ignorant on fire, because I knew nothing. I just said yes to the product because I knew what it did for me when I halfway used it, and then when I used it all the way, then that's when I knew that it was something that really could work, you know, work for me, and that would work, period. Right. So once committed to the product and committed to the trim, spraying the 8 sprays 3 times a day, then the new year came in, because I think I partnered in like November or something like that. All right, so when January came, I was still showing up, learning about the products. I knew about the e-cell spray, but I just wasn't quite using it yet, right? So But then when My Daily Choice came out with the core keto, right? So when they added core keto and we kind of studied the ingredients and studied what it really can do for you, and I was like, lives, and I think I can. I think I need to try this. So I added the e-cell, I added the core keto, and it's been history. Like, and
Love
and
it.
one thing I can say to the people, right? So I got to a phase where I had to increase the amount of sprays. Okay, so nothing is typical, guys. Everything is different for everybody. But I'm just to me. I got to a phase where the sprays were kind of hitting a little different. So I had to increase the amount of sprays. So that worked for me. So right at that point, I knew what I had to do. So then the company came out, right? So when it came out about it, so it was just a lot of little different things that you have to trick your body when you're going through a weight loss journey. Your body have to be tricked, right? So I trick the body by increasing the sprays. I trick the body by definitely increasing the water. Your water intake is definitely one of those key components to losing weight, period. Drinking water is very, 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 very important.
Absolutely. So the core thing is you used the 3 sprays, Trim 365, E-Cell, Core Keto. So let me ask you this, Marion. This is a serious question, and be 100% transparent with us. How has the life of Marion Chandler changed since losing over 135 pounds using the products?
Wow. So my life has changed in an undescribable way. Even though I get to the point sometimes when I'm shopping for clothes, I shop for that person that I used to be. And so when I get the things home, I got to take them back or send them back because they're actually too big. I'm able to comfortably get on the airplane, confidently get on that airplane and clap my seat,
Clank, clank.
clap that seatbelt and pull it with some room left. Okay, I can comfort the seat even if I'm not on the exit row. So it's little things that that we go through, right? Just little confident things, such as crossing your legs. Crossing your legs as a lady, that's something that you really, even though it's not like a proper thing to do in some cases, but hey, it's a feminine thing to do for us here in the US. So crossing my legs was like one of the ultimate things when you could take their leg and cross it and it's swinging like that right there. Listen, but just being able to move and be active and move around and run up and drive long distances. Like my son was in Oklahoma, just being able to do some things without being tired in 5 minutes.
Yes.
Like just the quality of life, the quality of life, and being able to share my story and share how life then and life now, like it's different. It hits real different. And I'm in another program right now where you to eat, right? So there before and after you got, baby, it's about to be
You about to update it on us. Okay, so listen, we got 2 other guests who are sharing testimonies tonight. So I want to ask you this. What is your one nugget that you would give the person who is watching tonight?
Okay. One nugget. I'm gonna get one nugget real quick, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add what now. I'm gonna say this. So the products are not something that you have to live by. Right now, I'm not using the trim anymore, and I'm not using the core keto anymore. I still use the e-cell, and I use the peak spray because the peak has that deer antler velvet in it. Google deer antler velvet, and then you'll understand why I use peak. And I added the extra trim, which is known as our pink drink. So that is what the pink drink, the extra trim, is the core product to this next phase of my journey.
I love it. So what's the one nugget?
The one nugget, consistency.
I love it. I love it.
Dedication. Just be consistent and dedicate life to you. That's what I did. I dedicated life to me. Did nothing come before me.
I love it. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you, I can't wait for that next updated before and after picture, because looking at you, girl, you are cute in the face and definitely slim in the waist. So we cannot wait to see your next picture. Congratulations on over 135 pounds lost. Congratulations on your journey. And we're excited to keep watching you kicking butt and taking no prisoners when it comes to weight loss. So Miss Marion Chandler, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much, Candace, for having me.
Absolutely. Listen, we're going to have you back on because we're going to need a weight loss update here in a few months.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Marion. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So you heard what she said. She talked about some of the amazing products that she was able to utilize on her weight loss journey. I'm going to recap just a couple of them here. One of them was our Trim 365. My friends, this is the appetite suppressant. This is the product that you put 8 sprays in your mouth. I recommend this product. I personally recommend it 3 times a day, 30 minutes before breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What it's going to do is cut off the appetite. Okay. That's going to help those people, those of us who have, the snacking binges. It's going to cut off your appetite, kill your cravings for carbs, sugars, sweets, and even salties. You're going to have to grab your iPhone or your Android and set a reminder in there to tell you when it is time to eat. The next product that she said she loved and used was a product known as Core Keto. Ladies, this is the product that you're going to hear us talk about all over social media, where we say lose the gut, keep the butt. That's because this is not just for keto users, but what it is it's the Houdini of weight loss. It's going to trick your body into believing that it's in ketosis. So you're going to notice that it's going to burn fat fast. It's packed with BHB. It's going to speed up your metabolism, turn your fat into fuel. It's going to focus on midsection and inner thighs. Ladies, listen. I looked it up today, okay? We literally have 99 days until the first day of summer. So if you're ready to get summertime fine, my friends, then you're going to pack it with a product called E-Cell, Cellular Nutrition, Cellular Detox. What it's going to do is it's going to fuel your organs. It's going to flush your system. See, the problem is a lot of us will go to the detox teas that just flush the intestinal tract. But what about your liver, your kidney, your colon, your other organs? What about the intestinal sludge and the parasites? What about when you hit that plateau in weight loss and you just need to get over it? So my friends, as we talk about a plateau in weight loss, you're going to hear another incredible story here in a few. But I have the privilege and honor of bringing a young woman to the call today. And I'm going to tell you, I am always super excited when I talk to this young woman. She has a powerful, powerful story in regards to her success in the home-based business. You guys probably have seen her all over social media, dolled up, glammed up, and looking absolutely beautiful. One of her favorite products in our product line is definitely our makeup line. But when I tell you, this incredible woman has a story. So I'm going to ask if we have none other than Miss Ambrosia White on the line with us today. Can you hear me loud and clear, Ambrosia?
Hey, Candace, I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, girl. I'm trying to figure out how you be looking so gorgeous 24/7. Like, what is going on? So listen, Ambrosia, I know you have an absolutely incredible story. And I asked you to come here today to share your story about where you were and some things to give people some encouragement as to what to do. But before we do that, Ambrosia, why don't you tell everybody just a little bit about who Ambrosia White is?
Well, Ambrosia White, that's my government last name. I like to go by Ambrosia Diosa because Diosa in Spanish means goddess. A little bit about me. I love makeup, obviously. It's something I've been just dreaming since I was a kid, since I was like 16 years old. I used to do my mom's makeup, sneak into her makeup bag, grab like an eyeliner, some eyeshadow, go to the bathroom, and until she started noticing like I really was just using her products, she kind of just, when the Avon lady would come over, she would buy me some makeup products. But I kind of just got into this industry like more recently because I took a evaluation on me and where I wanted to take my business. And it was something that naturally, like, I always get compliments on my makeup. And I just wanted to find a way to really just put myself out there and also just show other women like you can be beautiful and be a boss at the same time.
I love it. So you can be beautiful and be a boss at the same time. And I'm going to tell you, your makeup techniques are absolutely incredible. I don't know if people have seen you go viral on Instagram and TikTok just for your makeup. You did the cute little mermaid look. So guys, if you're familiar with like Instagram, TikTok, and how they do the makeup looks, she dressed herself up as a mermaid one time and with makeup looked absolutely incredible. So one thing that I love that you said, Ambrosia, is you said that you wanted to make a decision to be a boss.
Yes.
Where were you at in life at that point in time where you decided that I'm going to join My Daily Choice? I need to be a boss and I got to do whatever it takes to get there.
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but when I decided to come down to Southern California, I didn't have a lot of money. I kind of just was tired of doing the same thing. I had an okay job. And I was just like, is this really, all there is to life? There just gotta be more. So I'm like, I really started getting into like, watching other like people that were already kind of where I wanted to be at. And they kept saying the same thing, like law of attraction, manifestation. So I started, looking more into like, how can I manifest like them and create a life that I really want to live? So eventually I didn't save a whole lot of money. I did the best I could. I just was like, okay, something in me told me just to go for it. This is time. Just go. Everything's going to just fall into place. The same day I was getting ready to move, I cried my eyes out. I was so scared and terrified. And when I got here, I got a job. And like probably maybe like a month later, I was online and I met this guy named Fred Harmon. And Fred Harmon, he's my mentor today. He introduced me to the business. I took $100 from my rent money to start the business, and he's been helping me. We've been really just crushing it, helping others learn about the business and how they can create an income online as well. And we just been doing the same thing for 3 years straight, and we really have been rocking together and just took over. And I know a lot of people see me online. So if you ever see me, just say, hey, I'm not a bad person. I won't bite.
She said, hey girl, hey. Okay, so listen, you moved to SoCal, right? On very limited money. You decided to just uproot yourself. You knew that you needed a change in life and you decided to just pick up and say, hey, with like $600 in my pocket, I'm out of here. I deserve more out of life. So when you made that decision and you found Mr. Harmon online, what made you, Ambrosia, say, I've got to join My Daily Choice? What was it about the company that made you say yes?
I didn't really know a whole lot about the company. It really was actually when I went to do my research, I learned about Jenna, her story, and how she was going through, sickness, and she found a product that worked for her. And I was like in the same similar situation. I was, wanting to get my health back on track. So originally when I started off on the CBD, and I used to have like really bad, like, when I'm out in public, I would just get real like tense and I couldn't relax for nothing. And so when I started taking CBD, that was the first product I tried. All my stress levels went down. I was sleeping better at night. When I came out here, I wasn't really sleeping that well because I was still like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What am I going to do for my, for next week? 'Cause I don't have a lot of money. I know I can't, I can barely pay my bills. So I got the CBD and it came and everything just kind of just fell into place as you will. But the CBD definitely, I use it today. I still use it. I use it throughout my surgery. And I just love it. I love it so much.
I love it because I remember texting you after your surgery and you were like, they better give me my CBD. I'm not taking whatever medications they're trying to give me here in the surgical center. I'm taking my CBD. So let me ask you this, Ambrosia. You have achieved an incredible accomplishment here at My Daily Choice, known as a 10K affiliate, well on your way to a 25K affiliate. And I know that that's happened because you've helped a lot of people achieve weight loss goals, start their beauty businesses with makeup. But what are some of the testimonies from some of your weight loss clients that you can think of offhand that made you say, I've got to keep going. I got to keep changing lives, because it's no longer about Ambrosia. It's about the health that I'm delivering globally.
That's one of my favorite parts, is the testimonials that I see when I reach up to someone that's tried like every single, diet out there. They've tried everything under the under the sun, and they come to me as a last resort, and they're like, "Hey girl, I seen you posting about this trim spray. I already know it's not gonna work for me, but I'm gonna try it anyways." I was like, "You're gonna be so happy. You're gonna come back and get some more. Just watch." As soon as they, get their first results in, it's like pretty much like same results. A week later, oh my gosh, I lost 6 pounds. I'm like, I told you, I told you it would work. So many transformations that I've seen. I've seen people that, have lost over 100 pounds, 12 pounds in 2 weeks. I gave it to my brother. He lost 6 pounds. I gave it to his wife. She lost 12 pounds. I still recommend it to a lot of body contour specialists. I give it to their clients. Their clients love it. It's the best like weight loss because it's super easy to use. You spray it, you drink water. As long as you follow those, those you will definitely get your weight loss goal and lose some weight.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. You've been building an amazing business with beauty influencers. What do you love so much about the My Daily Choice cosmetology makeup line?
So not only do I just love cosmetology, I love cosmetology because it's so easy to put on. Like I've tried so many different products out there. It's like I've been doing makeup since I was 16 years old. I started watching YouTube videos, but cosmetology, I love it because it's a hybrid brand. I have actually a lip gloss right here that I'm wearing, the Starburst. But it's a hybrid. So what it does is once you put it on your face, it's all natural, 100% vegan. So you're not going to get any breakouts. It's not going to make your skin all oily and dry. So compared to a lot of brands that are out there, which I've used plenty of, I've never had any breakouts since I've been using it. And like all the ingredients from the products that we use for the cosmetology, natural fruit, oils, vegetable oils, like it smells like butter literally when you put it on your face.
I love it. Well, as you can tell, I'm wearing cosmetology myself today. Check it out. Okay. So listen, in regards to the business, because you made the decision to join this business because you wanted something more out of life. And I know your life absolutely transformed because you went from being an employee to being an entrepreneur. Now, with the income that you have earned from My Daily Choice, what are some of the things that you possibly have accomplished just with the additional income you've been able to bring into your household?
That makes me so happy to hear you say that, because I was literally like, when I was a kid, I was like, I want to be entrepreneur. I want to be entrepreneur. I don't know what I want to do, but I know
that's what you are.
I know that I want to do something in beauty. I know it was a long time ago already planted into my head, but when I first got here, I did have a roommate. When the roommate decided that she didn't want to stay in here, with me anymore, she was like, all right, I'm going to go. But she didn't give me that much notice. So I had 2 days and I didn't have a place to go. So I was able to find a place to stay for a little bit. While I was staying there, I was looking for my own place. So I had, the money still coming in, but, no place to go. So when I got here, I got my own place. I got my own everything brand new. I brought new furniture, new TV, new lamps, and I bought all of it and I put it to the side. So once I moved in, all the furniture would come here all at once. And so My Daily Choice actually, they financed my whole my whole move. I paid cash for everything. So when I got here, I was on FaceTime with my mom's friend, and she was like, "Well, your house, it looks kind of like you got a lot of furniture in there." I was like, "Yeah, I just bought this." She's like, "Well, a lot of people when they get their first place, they don't have any furniture." I'm like,
No.
"Well, we're different over here because we're entrepreneurs, and I'm just so thankful that I was able to do that for myself, because it was definitely a long time goal of mine to do that.
Let me just explain to you how powerful that is, because most of us, when we get our first homes, our first apartments, our solo crib, a lot of our furniture is either rented, financed, or put on a credit card. But I don't want to tell anybody your age, but let me just tell you, you're probably young enough to be my daughter. Okay. And to sit here and hear somebody so young, so powerful, to make a decision to say, you know what, it's time for me to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to, do what I can do to make everybody live a healthier life. And in turn, when you help enough people get what they want, by default, Ambrosia, you've gotten what you wanted. And not only, guys, listen, Ambrosia and I are not just business partners, but we're friends. I've literally watched this woman travel the entire world because she is helping people change their bodies. She's building her bank account. I know she has a Punta Cana trip coming up in May, is it? She's in Punta Cana. If you look at her story, she's all over Dallas and Vegas and Orlando, and now it's Punta Cana and everything going on. So I love the fact that you live free. And that's what it's about being an entrepreneur, is time freedom, but not just time freedom. It's also the financial freedom as well. So Ambrosia, before I let you go, my beautiful friend, and we know you always slay, so I need you to give them one nugget, one tip, one trick before you go, to let them know what it is. Like, what's the deal?
My biggest nugget and tip is, don't be afraid. Always take a risk. Even if you're not sure of the outcome, do it anyways.
I love it. So listen, don't be afraid, take a risk. Even if you don't know the outcome, do it anyway. So Ambrosia, I absolutely salute you. I celebrate you. I love you, my sister, my friend, my business partner. And I am so, so proud of you for what you're doing and what you're achieving. And I'm excited for your future. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, Ambrosia.
Thanks for having me.
All right, my friends, listen, super powerful about just making the decision to say yes to the industry and helping as many people as you can. Some amazing things can happen. Now, when we talk about amazing things, guys, I have one more testimony that I get the privilege and honor of actually bringing up, my friends, and you guys will see her all over social media as Miss Whitney Wheeler. She is a powerhouse. She is a woman who literally stumbled on this product, my friends. And when I say by accident, it was by accident. Now, I'm not going to share her whole story because we have the privilege and honor of having her here live today. So Miss Whitney Wheeler, can you hear us loud and clear?
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Candace?
I can hear you loud and clear, gorgeous. I swear every time I see you, you are getting smaller and smaller. And I text you the other day and I said, you know what, girlfriend, you have inspired me to get back on my journey. You know how, Whitney, sometimes when we hit a certain weight, we become comfortable. But when I saw that last picture of you, you have made me completely uncomfortable. I said, okay, that's my inspiration, dude. So listen, I know a lot of the people on here today, Whitney, do not know who Mrs. Whitney Wheeler is, a woman who just got nominated by the NAACP for everything that you've got going on and everything that you're doing. So Whitney, if you wouldn't mind sharing with the people who are watching this, who is Whitney Wheeler? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, and thank you for that beautiful introduction. And I want to apologize. I am fighting a little laryngitis today, so my voice isn't the cutest, but we're going to still press, okay? But who am I? My name is Whitney Wheeler, of course. I'm a wife. I'm a social media influencer. I'm a brand ambassador, as well as an entrepreneur. I am super excited to be able to come on here and share some wonderful information about some amazing products and share my story with everyone. At one point, I started off my journey at 543 pounds. So just to be able to be here today and share my story is nothing more than a blessing. So I'm just super honored that you even considered me to share my story today, Candace.
Actually come back up here because I want to make sure that they heard you correctly. because you started your journey at 543 pounds.
Candace, not only was I 543 pounds, my husband was 596 pounds. We called ourselves the 1,000-pound couple.
Wow. And if they, well, as you say that, when we get into it, I'm going to share a picture of you. But let me ask you this, Whitney. What ultimately made you decide to kick off your wellness journey, not just with the company, but overall as a whole? What made Whitney Wheeler decide enough is enough? I got to get my stuff in order. And where were you? And at what point in life did you decide that was it?
Absolutely. So, Candace, I started my weight loss journey February of 2013. The reason I got started on my journey, number one, I lost my mother and my grandmother in their 40s from congestive heart failure. They were both over 300 pounds short, but they were over 300 pounds, and I watched obesity literally take them out, right? So I started it was like back then it was Instagram in 2013. I started blogging my story. The reason I started doing that is because I wanted so bad to lose weight. I wanted so bad not to have their story become my story. And I would go on social media and I would look up these different fitness accounts, and I would see people and they would share these before and after pictures, never during their journey, but the after picture, right? And they would post these meals and post themselves at the gym. So here I am mimicking everybody I could find on social media, right? I did this for a couple months and I lost like 2 pounds. I was 490 pounds at that time. I lost about 4 pounds. I got on Facebook at that time. Facebook wasn't quite what it is now, but I made a status and I just was frustrated. I got on there and I'm like, everybody make it seem like it's fun being in the gym. It ain't fun being in the gym. It ain't fun losing out. I don't want to eat clean today. Just venting. I was in my feelings. I woke up the next day. At that time, it was inbox. I woke up the next day to about 20 to 25 different people in my inbox saying, oh my God, I feel the same way. I feel the exact same way. People don't talk about this. People make it seem like it's not. I was like, oh, okay. So at that moment, I changed my name to Big Girl Working Out. I said, I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. People need to know that it's not easy to lose weight. People need to know this is not a game plan. I mean, this is not a game, right? So in doing so, I lost about 120 pounds. I got the eye of a couple celebrities back then. I thought I was all of that, losing weight. But it wasn't my story because I was leaning on my mama's story and my grandma's story. I didn't have my own story outside of me being 400 plus pounds. I didn't have any health issues or nothing. I just wanted to lose weight. But then I got engaged, I got married, I moved, and I hadn't dealt with the things on the inside that was causing me to have a weight problem. So them little 120 pounds, I gave them right back, plus another 60 pounds to go on top of it. So when I made it to my wedding day in 2016, I was 543 pounds on my wedding day. And it was such a mind-blowing thing because my family saw me move. I was about 400 pounds and they saw me gain 143 pounds just like that. I could barely stand up at the altar. I was in constant pain. It was just a really bad experience. So that's what actually got me started to kick it back. I said I didn't want my mother's ending to become my ending, but in 2018, every health issue you could think about came and knocked on my door. Because what people don't understand is obesity rocks you to sleep slowly. So I went from having no health issues to everything at one time. I was on 11 different medications. Everything hit me, right? Everything hit my husband. And I got super sick. And it was 2018. I got rushed to the hospital. My blood pressure was 240 plus over 190. It was stroke level. I need you to understand it was stroke level. And the doctors told me to go home because my weight exceeded the hospital equipment. See, you got to know your numbers. I didn't know that was a such thing, right? I didn't know you could outweigh the things that needed to help you. So these doctors sent me home to die. They said, I can't do anything for you because we can't properly diagnose you. So I went home and I was talking to my husband about my insurance papers because I just knew when I closed my eyes that was going to be the end. But God, right? So I could pick up the pieces. I went to the bathroom. I said, God, you are not a God of the second chance, but another chance. If you help me come out of this, I promise you that I am going to share this story with the world. If you allow me to make it out of this situation, I promise you I am going to be a blessing. I will help everybody you tell me to help, Lord. I just got to figure out how to do it. And as I began to cry out that night, I started losing weight again, Candace. I was doing good, losing weight. Then the pandemic happened. I went from working out 6 days a week, eating clean, to now I'm going to DoorDash and GoPuff and Grubhub. I had them all. I had every app you could think of. And that weight started coming back up. And I said, okay, I'm going to have to do something different. I'm going to have to move different. So I started losing weight. I got on this journey. I decided I was going to eat clean. So I started doing low carb, lost 120 pounds, got weight loss surgery. I got all the way, come on, you 543. I had weight loss surgery, thought I was all of that. I got to 318 pounds and I ain't lose another pound. For 4.5 months, I was stuck at that number. So I needed something different. And that's what brought me to My Daily Choice. It was someone saw one of my reels, the wonderful Tamika. She saw me crying on my live one day. She saw my reels and she said, can I send you and your husband some free products? Now, Candace, I ain't a product person. I don't do the product thing, right? But she asked me if she could send me some free products and I did. She did. And I had a doctor's appointment set. I started taking the products. Before I made it to my doctor's appointment, I was stuck at 318. I was going to the doctor to complain about being stuck. By the time I made it to my doctor's appointment after taking these products, I had broke my stall and I was at 304. I was like, wait a minute. So I got to my doctor and the doctor like, well, she came in, she's like, oh, I see you now. You're 304. I said, yeah, I've been taking these sprays. She was familiar with them. She said, well, when they stop working, I'm going to put you on Wegovy. I said, okay, baby, they didn't stop working. They didn't stop working. So I got excited because I was breaking my stall. My husband was breaking his stall. So I said, you know what? I don't want to sell nothing. I don't got time for that. I'm an influencer. I'm trying to finish my book and stuff. I'm not going to sell this product. But Tamika, I'll send the people over to you. You just send me some free stuff. How about that? Because I'm a brand ambassador, right? So people send me free stuff. You just send me some free stuff. But Tamika was led by God, and she said, 120 some people just reached out to me. I'm not going to do this to you. They want to hear your story. They want to see that. I said, okay. And that's when I realized I want to be an impact. And God literally just provided me with something that's working that I'm going to be able to help carry out my mission to be able to help save the world from obesity. God, you just dropped this in my lap and it's working and it's blessing people. And people started calling me saying, I just lost 10 pounds. I just lost it. And I just was like, wait a minute, what? And then I realized I got something that I can bless people with. And it's been phenomenal ever since. Sorry, that was a long answer to that question. Hold on, I can't hear you.
That's my fault. I was muted again. No, that was a phenomenal answer to that question. And yes, Miss Tamika Grady out of the windy city of Chicago, phenomenal because she just stepped out on faith and saw you emotional about where you were in life and simply wanted to help you, not realizing that you were going to be an avenue for the two of you to help literally thousands of people around the world right now. So I know that you've had incredible weight loss results. Now, let me ask you, how much weight have you lost total and since you started on the product line?
Absolutely. So I'm down 291 pounds total. And I'm so thankful and grateful for that. And since I've been taking these products, I'm down over 80 pounds. I literally went from 318 all the way to 250.0, because I got to say .0 because ain't no ounces on that 250.0.
So listen, I think it's safe to say, okay, Whitney, we can't call you big girl working out no more. Ma'am, you lost 300 pounds and over 80 pounds on this product line. So when I refer to this product line, Whitney, what products have you used to contribute to your 80 plus pound weight loss?
Absolutely. Candace. Now, this isn't called the Fat Blaster Kit. That's what we call it here on the streets. But the products that really blessed me was the Trim 365, the Core Keto, and the E-Cell. Also, one of my favorite products that's been a blessing to me and my platform and the 1,000+ customers that I have worldwide has been this Exy Trim. You may hear people call it the pink drink or the pink champagne, because it's gonna make it taste better. This gonna taste better than any type of champagne and make you feel better than anything the champagne can make you feel, right? This has been a tremendous blessing, and not just for me. My husband has lost close to 200 pounds, and he has lost a lot of weight since being on this journey and using these products. And I've been able to be a tremendous blessing to other people with these products. Candace, let me tell you, I have one customer. His name is Ashton. I love him. Ashton is 12 years old, okay? I'm going to tell you when I realized that this company and these products were being a blessing. This is Ashton, okay? I realized that people were watching and seeing the results when Ashton asked his mother. Ashton is 12 years old. He asked his mother, he said, for Christmas, I want one of Miss Whitney's Fat Blaster kits. Candace, that broke my heart because I was an obese child, right? So I made sure I got Ashton a Fat Blaster kit. And this baby is watching us, and he is down 24 pounds. 24 pounds. That was a blessing to me. And then it started a ripple effect. Then I had Dion, 7 years old, type 2 diabetes. He started taking the products. Kids wanted these supplements. I said, oh my God, these babies are watching us. And we are so cloudy sometimes, because I remember if Tamika wouldn't have sent me a free product, I would have never tried it. I would have never considered it, because products don't work. People just trying to use you. People just want to take your money. No, these babies are saying, wait a minute, I see what Miss Whitney is doing and I want different. So that made me look at life differently. That made me move differently. That made me operate differently. Candace, I left my job at T-Mobile, and baby, I was cold at T-Mobile, okay? I was a senior expert, getting ready to on career path to a TM. We talking 6 figures. I walked away from my job because I said, I'm going to be an impact to these people. When the babies are waking up and saying, I need this. When the babies are saying, Miss Whitney, I want some extra trim. I said, I can't let a 6-figure opportunity for a 9-to-5 block me from being able to be an impact to the world. So that's what that's why I like these products, Candace. I'm sorry, I gotta get that out.
No, do not apologize for that. Hi, Ashton. Listen, that is super. 12 years old, 24 pounds on the Fat Blaster kit. So absolutely amazing. Now, just a couple more questions, Whitney. I know you're super busy. You have a massive clientele. You are constantly on the top of the leaderboards for helping people transform their bodies. But this is a Whitney question. How has
Mhm.
life changed since Whitney Wheeler popped off all this weight? What does life look like for you? How is it different?
Absolutely. First, I know a lot of people look at plus size people and they think you're automatically depressed and all of that. Let me tell you something. That wasn't my testimony. I was just as fly at 5'43" as I want to be now, right? I was, even in middle school, I was a cheerleader. I was a plus size cheerleader, right? So I was the one that got uniforms for plus size women. I'm in a sorority, so I pledged, I'm stepping, I was always doing all of that. I had a man, I got married. He married me at 5'43", right? But as much as I love that version of Whitney, I'm in love with this version of Whitney. This version of Whitney has freedom. This version of Whitney isn't on 11 medications anymore. This version of Whitney, as a matter of fact, I'm free from 11 medications, right? This version of Whitney is able to walk without losing my breath. This version of Whitney was able to take her first airplane ride in 2022 ever. See, Marion talked about not being able to fit the seat. How about not even being able to get on the airplane? Come on, somebody. That was my first travel experience. First, this losing weight and this newfound freedom and these products have made it so good for me. One of the products specifically, now I'm not making no medical claims, but I'm gonna tell my testimony, right? One product, when I had hypertension really bad, I would have water weight. So I was free from medication, no longer have blood pressure numbers, but I would still have so much water weight on my body. And just using these products helped me to stay detoxed. It helps I don't have to deal with water weight anymore, right? So those things like that has been a blessing. And also just not, oh my goodness, sex is better. Candace, everything is better. Movement is better, right? It's everything. It just takes your life, all the limitations, all these chains that obesity does to hold you down. It's literally like somebody just took a key, unlocked it, and said, "Go be free."
Listen, you hit the nail on the head with that other three-letter word. No, it's 10 o'clock, so we should all be adults here. So get the picture. So let me ask you this. I caught something, and I don't know if the masses caught it, but because you put your focus on helping other people achieve and attain some of the goals that you have, you walked away from a six-figure job and have been able to replace that income with the income that you've made at My Daily Choice. So how has that made your whole family chemistry now that wifey's always home or wifey's on the roam because she's giving people their products as well? But how has the financial freedom and the time freedom made Whitney feel now?
It's amazing. When I worked for T-Mobile, I would work 12-hour days. So everything was just consumed. So I only had freedom on Wednesdays and the weekend, and then you still gotta keep up your house and do all of that stuff, right? But My Daily Choice has provided me with an opportunity to create a DMO, which is a daily mode of operation, where once you get into this company, it builds itself, right? So I can take 3 hours and accomplish what I would have made completed at T-Mobile in a whole daytime. I'm able to do that within a few hours. I'm able to talk to my customers while I'm getting my pedicure. I'm able to be at the nail. You know that you can do that at T-Mobile, right?
Right.
I'm able to make my own hours. I'm able to pour into people and just be an impact, right? And I'm able to bless people. Candace, I gave away my first vehicle.
What?
I gave away a car. I gave away a car. I've been able to donate my entire, well, not entire, well, no, from my 7X, because I'm from a 7X2. I'm wearing some larges now. But what I've been able to do is this provided me income to donate my wardrobe and pay for the shipping to send out to multiple people. It's been such a blessing. You can't even imagine that new freedom when you just step out, just make a step.
Listen, I'm ready to donate a car too. You over here really motivated. Listen, I thank God for Miss Tamika Grady for stepping out and sending you them products, because just to watch the lives that you're changing and to literally get to witness your life changing as well. So let me ask you one last question before I let you go. I know there's a lot of people on here who want to drop weight and even in turn pick up a check doing it. What is one tip, one nugget that you would give that person who's sitting here watching right now, hearing your story, knowing that they want to lose weight, but they also want to help other people live a better life? Because what point is the wealth if you don't have the health? So what's one nugget that you would give them?
Get up quick and be consistent in being consistent.
Ooh, be consistent at being consistent. I
That's
love
how you do
it. I love it. And I love you, Whitney Wheeler. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for your fight. Thank you for your vision. Thank you for your mission on what you're accomplishing, because I literally have the privilege of watching these women tonight change lives all over the world. So thank you so much for being here tonight, Whitney. Awesome and amazing, my friends. So listen, you heard Whitney Wheeler talk about it. Her favorite kit is the Fat Blaster kit. Again, recap: appetite suppressant, Trim 365. Core Keto is going to help with inches. E-Cell is going to give you a cellular nutrition. But she also mentioned our product known as XE Trim. You guys are going to see it all over social media. Viral trending product. You're going to hear it called the Pink Drink, Pink Champagne, XE Trim. What is this product? It is keto friendly, wild berry flavor. It's going to help not just suppress your appetite, but it's going to give you mood enhancement. How many of us feel like we wake up on the wrong side of the bed? It's going to enhance your mood, increase your energy, and it's going to provide gut health. Now, here's how simple this product is. I'm actually drinking it myself, but let me show you how simple this is. You grab yourself a bottle of water, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to take, this bag comes with 30 sachets. You're going to take the sachet, you're going to open it, you're going to put it in your bottle of water in its entirety, in one bottle of water, okay? And I'm trying to get it all in there while we're on here so you can watch how easy it is to literally sip and slim your body. Once you put it in there, you're just going to put the cap on. Guys, watch this. This can fit in your pocket or your pocketbook, just like the sprays. They're easy to travel with. Now you can literally sip and slim. That's it. With our pink drink, Pink Champagne. You heard Ambrosia talk about our CBD oil. We have it in 500, 750, 1500 milligrams. Guys, check it out. Multiple flavors: watermelon, mint, natural, strawberry, guava. We just introduced this killer right here. Knock yourself out with chocolate strawberry. It's absolutely amazing. So listen, my friends, to those of you guys who are interested in trying our product, do know that our product does come with a 100% money back guarantee. So we are comfortable and confident in knowing that you're going to get a result and you're going to love the product. So I want to encourage you to get back to the person who invited you here. If you're interested in the business, you can select your product that you want to try and join the business for free once you make that product selection, so that you can literally share your results just like all of these women and be able to make an incredible income online. With that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys go at this. But here's one thing that I want you guys to know. This month, March, is Women's History Month. And I'm super excited about the results that these women have gotten from the products, from Marion, Chandler to Whitney Wheeler. You've even heard about how Ambrosia has been able to use the CBD oil after her back surgery, become mobile again. But with Women's History Month, I'm excited because we actually have an incredible product that we recently launched known as Essentiables, which are our feminine hygiene products that are non-toxic, negative ion strip. It's going to help alleviate cramping. It's going to help with your women's reproductive health, to protect us with no bleaching, no dyes, no harmful chemicals to go up against our skin, whether it's you, your daughters, your nieces. It's Women's History Month. So let's make history by protecting all of the women around the globe. So listen, super excited for each and every one of you that joined us today. For those of you guys who are watching and this was shared by a friend, get back to them, get your products purchased, knowing that we give you a 100% empty bottle guarantee, which means we are confident you have nothing to lose, only the wait. We'll see you at the top, my friends.
We have enough things to worry about daily. Our period should not be one of them. Worry-free cycles with Essentiables sanitary napkins. Soft cotton, no dyes, chemical-free. Super absorbent with 9 layers of protection. You'll love the way you feel. It's cotton where it counts. Shop at mydailychoice.com.